by no Star
What
Trek.
time does it start?
Hey, what's up, Food Dom? Well, it was supposed to start a few minutes ago, but no, it is soon.
All I heard
Nobody liked our
What the
show.
hell's my arms at? Yeah,
Oh, oops. We just started.
my arms are like broken.
Just run a party.
You do an outline?
You guys are on.
There's one.
I'll never talk.
Yeah.
Goldfinger, I fooled your plan. I fooled your plan, Goldfinger.
Oh, she got the lobster claw.
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
No.
It looks more like the alien.
My hand got all shaky in there.
Okay, are we good to go? Good to go?
That
Alright.
sounds like they might be good to go.
Good to go.
Live at the Unknown Theater tonight, we have Binge Nation with your host, the biggest Star Trek fan I know, Colin Aiken, with special guests Faisal Buttons and Dark Wolf.
Fuck Star Trek.
Hey, man.
I'll get you for that one later, King.
You
All right,
did on
everybody.
Monday.
What's that?
You did. You already got ahead of me on Monday.
In case you missed it yesterday, Faisal, Rusty was going to do a Star Trek joke, and I fucking shot him with the sword, and I put him in jail.
It's cold-blooded.
All right, everybody in the theater and live on the stream, this is Binge Nation. My name is Colin Aiken, and these are my co-hosts, Faisal Buttons and Dark Wolf. This is our interactive show here at the Unknown Theater, where we watch movies and TV shows and then discuss with the audience what happened with the show, what we liked, what we hated. And this week we're doing The Night Agent. So, Faisal, dare I ask,
Well,
did you get past the trailer?
here's what I. So I didn't watch this time. I didn't watch the trailer. I jumped to a 15-minute Night Agent recap, and I'm sad to report I only got through 7 minutes and 40 seconds.
So you couldn't even get through the recap.
The recap. How disinterested. I just was glad that, like, first of all, Night Agent, Netflix, right? And they're like, you know what? For this PC bullshit, we're gonna make brown people the bad guys, and I was like, okay, that's refreshing. So I was kind of happy to see some representation in this show.
But
Is this a remake of like an Israeli or like another or like a British show? I
I
find
think
like,
it's based off a book, right?
I don't know.
Yes.
okay.
I think I read that it was based off a book.
The bad guys weren't brown.
Oh, were they not assumed?
No.
From the recap video, it made it look like what is it? Nassim Madar.
Some
was
of them
the-
were.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so
the twist.
Well, I guess
so
I guess
there's
technically
a
the bad guys
couple
were not
there's a
brown.
couple that's like a hit squad for the main bad guys
Yeah.
in the show.
Yeah.
Right.
Which
okay.
that fucking relationship, that is such, they fucking overdo that so often when it comes to stuff like this. It's like whenever you have a couple that's like a hitman and a hit woman, there's always one of the two who's just like really like, I like killing and wearing skin and playing with blood, and it's just like they overdo the fucking joy that they have when they're killing people, and it's just like it's so overdone that every time I see it now, I'm just like, okay, whatever, you're that fucking weirdo who, you know, gets all excited and rubs yourself fucking down when you kill somebody. Like, okay, good for you. You know.
Yeah, they went and like rented a baby down at the mall and dropped it off at that lady's house so they could get inside.
No, but it's like there's a scene where they tie a cinder block to a guy's feet and throw him in a lake, and that was the boyfriend's doing, and then the girlfriend's like, oh, I wish there was more. I wish there was blood. And you're like,
Right. Yeah.
she's like, she goes, because it's the only way to be sure. I'm like, you just dropped the guy in the fucking lake with fucking concrete tied to his feet. It's fucking done. Like, I don't know what other closure you want.
Yeah.
Is okay. Night. Okay. I don't know who's seen it. The premise being, this guy's like an FBI agent, and he foils a terror attack.
Hold on, Crow. You've got is that Metallica in the background?
Damn right.
Yeah, I was getting a notification.
Okay.
Can't believe you picked that up.
Fucking dude. Hello.
Metallica.
King thinks he's a Metallica fan? Fuck that. He's the Star Trek fan of Metallica fans.
What? He's the one that posted on the Discord doing that to my phone.
So tell me, what concert you going to this year?
I can't afford to go to the concert this year.
So,
$1,000
So,
a ticket.
yeah.
300.
So yeah, he did foil, I guess, foil bomb plot, but there was a lot of people that thought like he was involved with the bomb plot. I think that's kind of part of the story. So like because his dad was an accused spy or something like that, traitor to the country. So they assumed that he's a traitor to the country. And so when he foiled the bomb plot, then everybody's like, that motherfucker, he was in on it.
Well, just to clarify, the bomb, like there's a bomb that goes off like within the first 2 to 3 minutes of the show starting.
Got right.
So he notices somebody putting a suspicious bag on a train, on a metro, and he goes and he inspects it. He sees it's a bomb, and he basically saves the day, even though there's people that died. And then in the aftermath, they think that he was involved because his father was a traitor and everything.
He's kind of like Keanu Reeves in Speed, but he lets the bomb blow up.
So one thing I've noticed was some of the like the Netflix shows is at the end of the first episode, they're like, this season on The Night Agent, and then they fucking show a whole bunch of shit that's coming. And I don't understand why they do that.
Right.
Right. And it's not the first time I've seen that.
I think they're just trying to keep you interested in it. Is I guess the goal of it. They want to.
Well, I mean, if you've decided to start watching it, you've got an interest in it, or you're doing homework.
Yeah. I guess it's because of the length of these shows, though. It's really kind of hard to kind of keep people's interest over a long period of time because, like, this isn't a show that I was not able to like sit down and binge this in one day. I had to break this up into like 3 days because these are long shows. They're at least an hour, right?
Yeah, they're about they range from 43 to like 50 something minutes.
Yeah, so this is 10 hours of content you have to digest. They're probably just trying to keep people engaged all the way to the end because I know that I was pretty much ready to check out after episode 4. I mean, I was really engaged the first few episodes, and then it kind of started dying off.
See,
in the middle.
so I saw episode 1 on Sunday, and then I saw episode 2 yesterday, and then I watched all the other 8 episodes today.
Oh wow,
That's
commitment.
Like 8 hours?
That's way too committed.
But I fell asleep for a lot of it because, like I said, because of what's going on with what's going on with me in real life. I'm waking up fucking stupid fucking early. So when I get home and when we put it on, I'm just like. And my wife's like, "Hey, you're snoring. You want to stop it?" I'm like, no, I gotta watch Binge Nation. You gotta watch.
That's commitment, bro.
And then
I'm proud of you.
And she's like, "Colin, you're snoring again." No, Binge Nation tonight. Gotta watch it. Gotta watch as much as I can. I said, "Gotta have something to talk about."
Are you still on strike?
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. So I'm waking up at 4:45 every morning.
Jesus.
When I'm used to like not setting an alarm and waking up between 9 and 11 in the morning. So
crazy. I mean, that's beautiful.
So episode 4 was the first one that actually piqued my interest.
Okay.
Oh, darn.
What?
No, I never made it that far.
So in in the first episode, there's the main character who stops a bombing attempt, and then he becomes what they call the night agent. So it's basically this room that he sits in for 8 hours a day waiting for a phone to ring. And if the phone rings, it's because there are super secret agents who are in trouble, and it's their way of either expressing that they're in distress or to pass on a message or blah 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 blah.
And they kind of put him
your
in
fucking
there.
hand up for real.
And they kind of put him in there as a scapegoat, right?
Yeah.
So in case something went bad.
But on the flip side is he gets a phone call, and in the entire year that he's been in this office, it's the one and only time that the phone has ever rung. And it's the other main character of the show who's in trouble because her aunt and uncle, who she thinks are these normal people, are actually special agents, and they're under attack, and they're telling her, you have to call this number, you have to give this code.
So you're saying he was in that room for a year?
Yeah.
See, I must have missed that part. I just assumed that like the phone just rang as soon as he got there.
No, because so there's a lot of time jumps in this. It's like they go back a year, they go forward a year, they go back 14 years, and it's like, so after the bombing and he has that fight with the guy, it then cuts to a new scene and it says 1 year later.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, it's very easy to miss. I actually had to rewind it a couple times because while we were watching it, my wife even missed it as well. Because you remember the episode where they show the aftermath of the bombing, and it's the that woman with the gray hair there. Diane Farr.
Farr.
So they're showing her getting the phone call after the bombing, right?
Gotcha.
So my wife missed that 1 year ago. So she thought that was happening live, and I was like, no, it's So they put it, but instead of putting it like dead center in the screen, they fucking put it off in the corner, and it's not always like super visible. So it's kind of hard if you're not paying attention to follow exactly what's going on.
That makes sense.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But so like I said, episode 4 was the first one where they finally introduced the character. I'm like, okay, like I fucking love this character. Like anybody who is, really dry, like sarcastic, like just overtly sarcastic, I fucking like, they have my attention right away. I have no idea why. And what was her name? Laurel or something like that?
Are you talking about the handler person?
No, the old woman.
Oh, the old lady at the farm?
Yeah.
I can't remember her name.
Come on, Faisal. What's her name?
Val Harp?
Did they mention her name in the 15-minute trailer?
Yeah.
Scolari or something?
No, actually, she doesn't.
She doesn't. Okay. Barb? It's not Barb. It's
we're gonna call her the old lady with the shotgun.
Yeah. So I thought she was fucking hilarious. The problem is about 2 minutes into her being in the show, I was like, oh, she's gonna die like soon.
Yeah.
And one thing about the show is so much of it was predictable. Like I knew in the very first episode that Diane Farr was in on it.
Yeah.
Is that the Asian lady?
A lot of people have said about it.
Yeah. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to be racist, so
she was. I could be racist.
Yeah, that's why. So I was leaving it up to you.
So
on your behalf, I'll just from your cheat sheet. So it's the Asian lady who like sends out fake Ryan Reynolds to go like save that girl.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I don't get about this whole freaking bombing thing. I mean, from my understanding, after watching this series, their plan was to use this train to blow up a terrorist.
Yes.
But to blow up a terrorist, they wanted to blow up a whole city block and kill a bunch of people.
2 city blocks. but they
doesn't make any sense to me.
But they explain why. They explain why they did it.
Why is that?
because if they were to assassinate him singularly, so this is a guy, something Nadal, or like I can't remember what the hell his name was. Nadar. So he was the leader of some radicalized group, but he was trying to go legit. So he was condemning what people in his party had done earlier, and he wanted to be a legitimate politician and be elected and everything like that. But the vice president and one of his friends wanted to take him out. And what they were saying is that if they took him out by himself, by doing that, they would radicalize everybody else and the whole situation would just escalate. But if it was if it was disguised as a terror attack where thousands of people died, he would have just been like a casualty. So like he would have been like collateral damage. So it wouldn't have radicalized everybody else in his party and escalated something to like a massive war. That's why they did that way.
I just don't get the thought process that they think that murdering thousands of people to stop a terrorist from doing a terrorist attack, which is going to murder thousands of people,
because
it cancels each other out.
It's an election year.
It's because it's the whole you know.
Now
call the few to save the many.
Now there was the other guy though, because the other guy was in for it for the money, because he was like an arms dealer, right? So he was like going to lose money if that guy didn't die. So I can kind of see his motivation, but I don't see the vice president's motivation for doing it really.
Because he saw him as a terrorist. No, he saw him as a terrorist and nothing more. And given the fact that
you're becoming a terrorist by using the train to blow people up,
dude, America, America.
There's no difference between him, but what the vice president did and what they thought that the other guy was going to do.
But the vice president also says, so when the vice president's finally just talking with the president, I believe it was that conversation, he brings up the fact that in the country where he lives, they have thousands of warheads. And he has the potential, if he comes into power, to seize those warheads and use them for his own purposes.
Okay.
So again,
I guess they think
in his mind, it's
intrigue.
In his mind, the thousands of people that he might have killed in that one bombing pale in comparison to the overall damage that this one guy can do.
So they assume he's going to like start a nuclear war or something.
Exactly.
And then their next plan, because that didn't work, was to blow up Camp David and kill the president.
Yeah.
Right. So,
and this guy at the same time.
And that guy at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
So it sounds like this is based on Dick Cheney. or even Biden, right? Because he was probably losing. Come on, man, we gotta kill one of those sand buggies. I do impressions today.
So King, you got to, I'm guessing you got to episode 2 or 3,
somewhere around there. Yeah.
Okay. Crow, did you watch it?
Yeah, my arms aren't working. I can't raise them, but yeah, I watched the whole thing. Loved it.
That was shots. Yeah, come on. Man.
And how much research did you do?
Not a whole shitload of research. I felt like I got a pretty good grasp of it.
Okay.
Is there any facts or trivia? Yeah.
No, not really.
A lot of the people who acted in this show were also in Supergirl. That's about all I know.
Wow.
That definitely does not surprise me, because there's a lot of very TV level acting in there.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I got a question.
Is there any like cool shots? Yeah.
What is the point of the title Night Agent? He does like the night watch.
So that's the
for
title.
Like a minute, and then that forget it. He's doing other stuff now, so he's not the night agent anymore.
What do they call that? The thing that he does? He got like this document at the end that said night something else. It wasn't night agent. It was night, like
night action.
Action, right?
Yeah,
so I guess the work they do is called a night action.
Yeah.
And
like
yeah,
that.
Night Agent was just a part of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, officially, he's always the night agent because he never really gets a new position or a new title throughout the whole show until the very end. And they've actually set it up for a second season because on IMDb it shows 11 episodes. So it shows the 10 episodes for season 1 and then 1 episode for season 2.
I think it's been green lit. You know, I've done a lot of customer service, and I've done the graveyard shift where you'll work midnight till like 8 a.m. So I'm kind of like a night agent for Sears.
And
let me tell you
it's a
something.
good job title. You know, you can give somebody, somebody's working the graveyard shift, call them the night agent, and they make them think they're important.
And all they would bank on is like, please don't let this phone ring.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm clearly high at this job. I've given up, and I'm not looking to commute at 8 a.m.
So I only watched like the first couple episodes, but if he would have followed the rules and ignored the girl from the beginning, how much of the story would have actually unfolded?
None of it. She would have fucking died.
Yeah, pretty much.
See,
yeah, she would have been dead right then and there.
Would have been a lot simpler.
And they would have blown up the president, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Damien, did you watch it?
Nope.
There was no boys and no crying in the show. From
What about you, Yum, or who done it? No, nothing.
No.
Did you guys finish?
Do you want to run? Do you want to run from here and go watch The Night Agent now that you've heard about it?
Not now.
Sure. I say that we do a Night Agent marathon in Big Screen. If everybody wants to.
Yeah.
I might have to go walk my goldfish.
I mean, I could use a 10-hour nap.
Yeah.
Well, you really know how to pick them, guys.
Wait.
Hey,
Dark, when is this gonna happen?
Are you ready for it?
Undetermined, but we know you're undetermined, but we know you're busy.
You're ready.
Dang it, battery died.
So first of all, I don't like a lot of these shows and movies that I suggest. It's because I've been asked by multiple people to watch them.
Okay, you're your own person,
and
not here.
Yeah, I was gonna say the fucking main person who was fucking asking me for it over and over and over again just happens to not fucking be here today.
I think she's on the stream now. So you can get her up there.
But I mean, it was crazy predictable.
I did like it.
Oh, you watched it? Okay, let's hear your input then.
I binged the whole entire thing and like.
Okay, so what did you think of
loved
it?
So I like everything that someone doesn't like.
I really liked it.
That's pretty accurate. Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it. I couldn't stop watching it.
Yeah, me either.
I couldn't stop either because I would have had nothing to talk about.
Oh no.
Or you wouldn't have got
The
your nap in.
end was kind of like I don't know, like the whole romance thing, like you kind of know that was gonna happen.
Oh yeah, within
but
2
then
minutes.
like the end, like it leaves off like now, like I want to see the next season because they are renewing it. So now I want to see the next season because now you know he is gonna be the actual night agent. So it's gonna.
I didn't like how predictable it was.
Yeah.
Like almost shot for shot, I was almost able to tell you, what was going on. The only things I wasn't really able to call was who the original intended target was because of how they showed it in the show. They made it look like it was the vice president's daughter who was the original target. Mm-hmm. So finding out that it was the guy that they had framed for it, I was like, oh fuck, okay.
Oh shit! That didn't clock
out. But yeah, I mean, pretty much everything else I was able to call, and I was just like, "Fuck, man."
Yeah.
Well, now I feel like a simpleton because I was like, not knowing, what was going to happen next. I mean, some of the stuff I thought was predictable, but Like I thought the whole time, like Diane Farr, like I could trust her. And then it was like like episode 7 or 8, something like that.
I can tell you, you're not a simpleton. It's set up to make it look like that. I've just seen so much of this shit over and over and over again.
I will say that originally, when the first episode, I thought Robert Patrick was going to be the bad guy.
Oh fuck!
Because he always plays the bad guy.
He's the bad guy.
I thought. Well, I mean, in
when
Sons
he
of
turned out not
Anarchy,
to
he
be.
wasn't really a bad guy.
Really, yeah, but he does play the bad guy a lot. He plays the heavy a lot, and he's also.
I was like, oh,
acted
don't
very-
piss off the T1000.
Yeah, right. And then in this episode, he's kind of really menacing, and it seemed like you know, he was going to be the bad guy, but it turned out he wasn't.
Yeah,
there's a little misdirection. I love that.
Yeah, a little misdirection, but it was heavy-handed, so that's kind of
well, that's it. Is they did do they tried to do a lot of misdirection.
Yeah.
But the way that they tried to explain it, I'm like, fuck off. Like, oh, they put spyware on my phone. That's the only way they found out where you were to kill you. No, you fucking told them where they were.
Yeah. And this lady who ended up being in the house with the spies or whatever, happened to be a computer hacker.
Yeah, that was convenient.
Well, it wasn't like they set that up at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was so convenient because
a lot of things that are very convenient.
Well, I mean, fuck, a lot of things were
things
fucking
happen,
convenient in this show to make it work. I mean,
That's a lot of shows, though.
And this is based off of a book.
I honestly don't know.
That's
the rumor. Must have been some bad or bad writing.
But another thing that pissed me off about when the two contract killers went to go kill them in the morning there at the cabin, right? The guy fucking gets like they get in the car, they pull off the trail and then stop on the road like 50 feet away from the trail. And then you're going to tell me these two highly trained contract killers fucking pull off the trail and turn the opposite direction and don't fucking see him sitting there on the road? Like, are you fucking kidding me with this shit?
Yeah.
Like, especially the girl who's got the fucking massive hard on for killing and blood and,
I was so glad to see her die. Fuck both of them.
Yeah. Yeah, that was actually a satisfying death for me. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not recommending any more.
No, it's fine.
No, I loved it.
Liked it.
Like I said, it creates conversation. If everybody likes everything that we watch, there's nothing to talk about. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but have you been to Binge Nation before?
It is Stills, and no, this is my first time.
Sorry, you said Stills?
Sills, yeah.
Sills. Oh, Sills. Okay, sorry. So this is Binge Nation. It's a show where we talk about movies and TV shows that we've watched over the previous weeks, and then we discuss with everybody in the crowd what they thought and everything like that.
Awesome.
So for this week, we watched The Night Agent. Have you seen anything regarding that?
No, nothing.
Do you
It
like?
was great. Watch it.
Do you like spy, espionage, backstabbing kind of stuff?
No, not really.
Oh, you should probably stay away then.
Yeah. I was gonna say if you do like all this stuff, you might like it.
Yeah.
But I'll listen.
Emmy, did you watch it?
No.
I watched the first episode and a half.
Okay.
That's more than she usually watches,
Yeah.
and more than Faisal.
True.
Hey, I'm surprised Faisal watched the recap instead of just the trailer.
Amy would like it because of Sneaky Pete,
But Sneaky Pete has more space for come down. This is just all heightened all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
And the fact that Faisal watched 7 minutes of it instead of just a 30-second trailer. I mean,
that's like 4
dude,
episodes.
I know, fuck, dude, I'm so fucking impressed right now. It's
It also, all it's doing is taking scenes from the show and just sort of splicing it together. And then they've clearly just got an AI voice So it's not like someone's just like, we start off the show with Sutherland, down on his luck, FBI agent. It's just like, man gets into subway and notices other man with backpack on ground. Walks away from backpack. Subway blows up. People are mad at man, but man gets job. Has to answer phone. Phone rings. He answers. People are dying. Goes to see people. It's just like so. That's probably why.
So was I the only one who thought his last name was a little suspicious?
Which one?
Don't be
Sutherland.
Sutherland.
Yeah.
Because of 24.
Yeah, because of Kiefer Sutherland, because he plays a lot of these types of roles.
Yeah.
So I was like, is this like a nod to him, or
yeah, probably?
Like,
Yeah, I was like, out of all the names you could choose, you chose Sutherland.
yeah, like Peter Sutherland.
Was like one of the greatest shows.
Never seen an episode.
Hey, have you guys watched the new one? The new
Rabbit Hole?
The Rabbit Hole.
Yeah.
No.
Rabbit Hole?
It's a new keep
Isn't it just the same thing over and over and over again though?
With him, it seems like it, yeah.
I haven't watched. Oh, you mean the new? I don't know. I haven't watched it. I just know it was like the next 24.
Kiefer Sutherland. Something goes on. Bomb's about to blow up. Kiefer's running around.
he gets super intense. Chloe, I need the schematics to this building. Do it now.
It's just I always fucking sit there and I'm like, how does a guy with no lips able to fucking look so intense when he's doing it? Like he has a face like a snapping turtle. Fuck.
Oh my god!
Come on, he was great in Lost Boys.
I've only ever seen that once, and that was only after I got together with my wife because it was one of her favorite movies when she was younger.
Yeah,
and she made
Young
me watch
Guns.
it.
Incredible.
Flatliners.
Young Guns
is what I was thinking.
Flatliners, Flatliners.
Young Guns, he's pretty great. Yeah, he had a run of great movies. The late 80s, early 90s, Kiefer.
Yeah.
Strange
Actually, my
Days.
favorite movie with Kiefer in it is Phone Booth, where you only see him at the end of the movie.
Yes.
That sounds like a pretty good movie. If you don't
with
see
Colin
it,
Farrell. Yeah.
With Colin Farrell.
Yeah. I remember seeing that, and that was one of those movies where when I watched it, I was like, fuck, this is boring. But it was one of those ones that I thought about afterwards, and the more I thought about it, the more I like picked apart certain intricacies of the movie and everything like that. And then on watching it like a second or a third time, I gained an appreciation for it.
I absolutely love those. What do they call them? Like bottle movies, or even shows that do the bottle episodes where it's all contained into one little area,
one setting. Yeah, I hate that for movies.
No, some
maybe
of
there's
them, like,
exception. Maybe
Phone
like,
Booth is good. There's one of my favorite is called The Man from Earth. I think it's called.
I don't know.
Indie movie. It all takes place in a cabin, and they discover like the one guy is immortal, and he's trying to leave, and they're all trying to figure out his story.
Well, that sounds interesting. Why don't we ever review anything like that?
Because most people would fall asleep watching that movie. It's very slow. There's no action. Nothing's going on. It's all talk.
But the first movie that I can recall, because I don't know, I don't know if I saw this movie or Phone Booth first, because I don't know when they each came out. But the first movie that I ever watched that really just stuck in my head, and I absolutely hated the first time, was a movie with Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet called Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Oh, that's a great movie. I like that one.
Sure. Good movie.
Michelle
Good movie. Yeah.
Have you seen that? Oh, did we lose Faisal?
Oh, I think he said yeah right before he left.
So Eternal, have you seen it, Dark?
It's been a long time, but yeah, I do remember liking it.
So the very first time I watched that movie, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This is fucking stupid. Why the fuck was this movie made? And I understood the premise, like 100%. I understood what was going on. But after watching it, like I said, it was just one of those things that just burnt a hole in my brain. And I just kept thinking about it and kept thinking about it. And then again, as I watched it 2, 3, 4 times, I was like, this is now one of my favorite fucking movies that I've ever seen, you know, and I could still watch it today and have a great appreciation for it. But it was just like I said, it was that first time. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, when Jim Carrey was in his prime, I mean, he was a great actor.
Yeah. Is your audio not working now?
Well,
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah,
great
that
movie.
one and what's the one where he's a TV guy? No, he doesn't. know
The
it.
Truman Show.
Truman Show.
Fantastic
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
But it also brings
Great
me back
movie.
to, or reminds me of the one with Robin Williams,
Matthew McConaughey.
Photograph, or Kodak Moment, or something like that, where he's
1 hour photo.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
That's Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's
So it
where he
reminds me
plays
of
a
these
serial killer or
comedians,
something like that.
Creepy comedians. who are
No, not a
killers?
serial killer. Just
He becomes obsessed with the
family.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only I think I've seen it, and if I have, I've only seen that one once.
Oh yes, yes. Just come back in 1 hour. I'll have your pictures ready. Oh yes. Oh my god! Look at this.
Nanu.
No.
Oh, rest in peace. Bruce. Oh, look at this one here. We're at Chuck E. Cheese.
So it's funny that you bring up Robin Williams because Emmy last week graduated and watched Labyrinth for the first time.
Oh yeah.
Nobody else around.
Yeah,
Such
with
a great
nobody else
movie.
around. And when I think of Robin Williams and movies like Labyrinth, it makes me think of how when a celebrity dies and all these people are fucking crying and bawling and like they act like they have like a personal loss in their life when they've never even fucking met these people.
Sure.
And
Isn't that about the impact that person has made on their life?
Right.
I look at it
Either
that,
art
from that
or
point
whatever the
too,
name is.
and so when I think about that, there have only been 2 celebrity deaths that for some reason affected me that to this day I still can't explain. So there was Robin Williams and there was Chester Bennington.
Right. Those were both suicides, though.
Yes.
So, right.
But why they like I know Robin Williams, I was a massive fan from Jump. Like the first time I ever saw him in anything, I was just a massive fan, and anytime he was on screen, I was glued to the screen. Chester Bennington, I don't know what it was about his music, but it was just like when I found out that he passed, like it affected me, and I was like, why is this bothering me? I couldn't figure it out. But when Bowie died, right, and everybody was losing it, it didn't affect me until I saw a shirt with all of the main characters from Labyrinth, and all it said on the shirt was, "Should you need us?"
Wow.
The line from the Labyrinth at the very end. And that's when it fucking hit me with Bowie, because Labyrinth, fuck, that came out when I was a really young kid, and I used to watch that all the time. So that's one of those movies that just always stuck with me, right?
Did you see those videos he did right before he died? The Black Star
No.
album. That's man, you got to watch that.
they're
It's awesome.
It's like watching Johnny Cash's last video.
Yeah, it's like Johnny Cash's last stuff. Yeah.
And so Dark, you weren't here for this, but Faisal and you guys, you were here for the Star Wars episode that we did right before Christmas, and we had a very popular main radio DJ on the show from Montreal, and he goes to all the Comic Cons and stuff like that. He actually has a Princess Leia tattoo, but her face is painted like Bowie.
Oh, jeez.
And he got that after Bowie died, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it was just like I said, all it said on the shirt was "Should you need us?" And I was like, fuck me. Like now I'm sad. You know, and it was,
He does have a heart.
yeah, I do. Sometimes.
A fucking brutal one.
Yeah.
I was it's just funny, this heartwarming, if I could just add on to that. I was you know, sometimes the algorithm throws you something, you're like, what are you assuming? And I was on the street card in Toronto, and it was on my phone, and August Ames, an actress of a certain genre, had died. I was like, who the hell is August Ames? And why is this porn star? Why am I being notified about this porn star? So I'm on my phone on Instagram, I'm like, who the hell is August Ames? And I'm just sort of like scrolling through my phone. I'm like, oh, okay, August Ames. Not realizing 2 fare inspectors had got onto the streetcar and I hadn't paid. So I was just like, August Ames is dead? And I was just like, oh my God. So then this guy sees me just sort of scrolling and I'm like, I realize, my folly in not paying for the fare, and all of my phone is just sort of like semi-naked pictures of August Ames. And I'm looking at it like, did you know she died? Sir, did you pay your fare? And I'm like, no, I didn't.
It's like I was gonna pay the fare, but I had to buy this movie to find out why she was so popular.
It's also tragic.
Here, let's go to the back. We'll share it. It'll be a shared experience.
Excuse me a moment while I go watch this.
But
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was real.
since I brought it up, not intentionally, but has there ever been a celebrity death that's ever affected you?
I think so. I keep getting faked out. I love Jackie Chan, and I keep getting fake outs that Jackie Chan. I feel like that's like a meme. So
Okay.
Every now and then, I'll be definitely heartbroken by the time that happens. I guess
Yeah.
Michael Jackson was because he died on my birthday.
Oh, did he really?
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, so that was
Oh,
like,
shit.
yeah, so that would be like
Okay.
a weird one.
Twitch.
And I guess,
affected me.
I mean, I was never a fan of basketball, but I guess Kobe.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant dying, because now the algorithm is just like, hey, do you want to see inspiring quotes from a champion that was killed in a horrific accident? So it's just Kobe being like, there's no mistakes. What? I make mistakes, Kobe. He's like,
What?
forget eggs in the
So-
basket, make more eggs. I'm like, I don't think that's how that works.
So one of the things about Kobe's death that I've seen, I've seen this clip fucking probably 1,000 times, was Shaq's eulogy
Sure.
of Kobe. And he's talking about when Kobe got there, and like all the players are going to be like, hey man, Kobe's not passing the ball. So he's like, oh, I'll handle it. And he goes, hey Kobe, there's no I in team. And he looks and he goes, yeah, but there's an ME in that motherfucker. And then just like the whole fucking funeral procession just starts laughing their ass off. I must have seen that like I said 1,000 times. It's just it's one of those, it's heart-wrenching because he's talking about somebody that he loved dearly, but it's just like to show the funny side or the comedic side of them and how they looked at certain things is just funny to see, because it's had he never said that, nobody would have ever known. It's one of those things that's cool. What about you, Dark?
Well, I mean, when you get as old as I am, it seems like the older you get, the more of your childhood people that you grew up with are dying, but probably one of the ones that affected me was Douglas Adams when he died. Was the writer, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. You ever heard of that? No.
It's so funny. We were actually discussing that movie on Sunday. I've only seen it once. I wasn't a big fan of it, but it's because I never read the book. Yeah, exactly. I never read the book.
So it started off as it actually started off as a radio show for BBC, and then it got turned into a book after the radio show, and then then it became a BBC miniseries, and then they remade it as a movie like in the early 2000s.
Yeah, so that's actually what we were discussing. I saw the Hollywood movie of it, but my wife had mentioned that she wants to watch the old BBC show with my stepdaughter because she thinks my stepdaughter will really like it.
Yeah, because when I was a kid, that was a big deal. We had I had all the books, and then also when I played Commodore 64, we had the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy video game and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, was there really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
It was a text adventure from Infocom.
Oh, okay, okay.
I was only playing Jumpman, but
that was a big one.
If you're just joining us, this is Binge Nation, where we're talking about famous people who have died and then have affected us in a positive. Let's poll the audience.
If anybody needs a good cry, just come over here.
Yeah, I love that. This is like a
should you
genuine
need
real
us?
moment.
Yeah.
I got one for you, Dark. What about when Majero? I can never say her first name. Majero Barnett.
Yeah, Roddenberry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
When she
yeah.
passed.
I'll tell you what, man. That last episode when they had her voice on there, man.
Exactly. When that came up,
yeah,
that was right to the heart.
right in the heart.
Yeah. And they've completely lost everybody else in the crowd.
Well, we did it on purpose because you start freaking out right away. It's actually the creator of Star Trek's wife who did the computer voice for all of Next Generation, all of Voyager. I don't know she did the voice on DS9, but she.
What
and then
computer
when she
voice?
passed, of the
all the computer voices.
When they say computer and the computer talks back to them, it's her voice.
That's her voice. Oh,
They
She
say
also
computer
played,
and the computer talks back to them?
Yeah, she also played Nurse Chapel in the original series.
And
Right?
Deanna's mother. Yep.
Yeah, Indiana's mother.
So when she passed away, everybody was like, who's going to do the new computer voice? But they never really did a dedicated person. So in the last episode, second to last episode of Picard, they had brought her voice back for the computer, which was, it was good.
now you're playing with portal.
Love those games, by the way. Absolutely fucking love those games. All right, so Night Agent, as far as I'm concerned, if you're really big into the spy game and stuff like that, and it's your type of thing, go ahead and watch it. I may give the first episode of season 2 a shot, but we'll see when that comes out.
There, yeah.
2 thumbs down. 2 thumbs down for the guy who never watches the show anyway. What about you, Dark? Yes, no?
No, I don't think I'm sticking around for season 2.
No. All right,
Smash
so
or pass.
for the next,
I'll pass on that.
yeah. So
Swipe
for
right.
the next batch of homework, 2/3 of this again have been requested. And one of them I picked just because I found out really quickly that it's available in Canada and the US. So, for next week, we are going to discuss Stowaway. It's a movie on Netflix, both in Canada and the US. Anna Kendrick is in it.
Jodie Foster.
No. There's a few other known actors, but at this point in time, I cannot
That's
remember them.
Castaway.
It's a movie. Right.
Castaway?
I'm on a plane.
Wasn't that Jodie Foster? In Castaway?
No, that was Tom Hanks.
The girl.
So where?
No,
they,
that was Helen Hunt.
Helen Hunt.
Where are they stowing away at?
And Mr. again.
Oh, I missed. What are we looking?
Hey now.
Okay, Stowaway. On what platform?
Netflix.
Netflix. Okay.
So, and then,
Right, and what is Netflix?
oh, for fuck's sake.
Right, okay.
For the second movie that we're going to discuss next week, this is a personal request from Emmy.
He's got an abysmal track record.
I hope everyone.
No, Emmy's never. What'd you say?
Nothing.
You hope everybody hates it? So Emmy has requested Enola Holmes,
What?
which, from what I gather, is
I've seen it.
Henry Cavill as Sherlock Holmes and Millie Bobby Brown as his sister.
Right. Oh.
It's
Yeah.
not that bad.
So
Okay.
it's Emmy's first ever request, so
Okay.
we are granting it. And she actually posted in the Discord, if y'all don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. And that is a direct quote from Emmy.
All right.
So
Try it out.
I thought Enola Holmes was a TV series, right?
No, it's a movie. There's two
It's just a
movies.
movie?
Yeah, there's
Oh.
two movies.
Two of them.
Yeah.
Is it 2020?
Isn't that the one with Henry Cavill in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Henry Cavill, and then Millie Bobby Brown plays his sister.
Yeah.
What's the rating
I-
on it? Can I watch that with my daughter?
I just
Yes.
could not get into
Great.
Henry Cavill being freaking Sherlock Holmes.
Okay.
I couldn't get
I
past it.
thought he was Superman.
Superman,
Not anymore.
Dante.
Sherlock Holmes on steroids.
Yeah.
Do you even lift?
So next week it's
Take
Stowaway
Professor
and
Moriarty,
Enola
choke his
Holmes.
ass.
Both of them are on Netflix in Canada and the US. And then for the show, fuck me, it's going to be Yellow Jackets. That's another one that has been fucking asked for I don't know how many times.
What is that about?
That is with
Lord of
I
the
can't
Flies with
I
girls.
never remember her name. She played
Oh.
Rose on 2.5 Men.
Never watched that either.
Oh, what the fuck's her name?
Yeah, it's Lord of the Flies with girls. A
Is
girls
it
soccer
really?
team, basically.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, well, I see the first first couple of minutes, first episode for sure.
That's out of lot. This
You
is
guys watch Barry.
Daniels. This is awesome. Isn't that what he said? It's awesome. Was that his words?
What?
Woodrow?
Yes.
Didn't he say
Oh
that?
yeah,
Awesome.
Daniel Woodrow strongly recommended this one
Yeah,
too.
this is Woodrow's
okay.
request.
No, this was not his request.
Oh.
This was you and a few other people.
Me?
Who-
I didn't
yes.
watch it.
You
make
asked
kids.
to watch it.
Hey, Melanie Linsky. Is that the
Yeah,
name? you're looking
Melanie Linsky. Yeah. Yeah, she was also in The Last of Us.
So what's
Where'd
what's
King
Yellow
go?
Jackets about? Is it like a?
I have
about a
no
killer
fucking
bees?
clue. As far as the only thing I know that I think I know is a soccer team dies and they either
The whole soccer team.
don't know they're dead or it's something else. That's literally all I
Or
know about
something
this
else.
fucking show.
Don't watch
Because-
it, your kids'
Crossed
favorite.
with Lost.
It's the prequel to My Girl. Yellow Jackets.
Is it? How many episodes is this thing? You think?
I don't even know. I think there's even 2 seasons out.
Oh my
I've
God.
been avoiding this, but like I said, people keep fucking asking me for it, so we'll do it, and then we'll never speak of it again, just like Picard.
You gotta watch the other seasons, man. It's way better.
I got too much shit to watch now. I gotta watch fucking 2 seasons Yellow Jackets and fucking
You're gonna
Enola
sleep through them
Holmes.
anyways.
The people who made this show don't know that.
Girls soccer players must survive a plane crash, the wild, and each other. That ends.
So
Yeah, that's
so
Lord of the
they
Flies.
did survive the
If-
plane
I
crash,
swear to God,
or they
if
died.
this is like Lost, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay,
So,
so
is there nudity?
I
Yes.
do. I know nothing
Okay,
about
all right,
the
I'm
show.
in. I'm in.
I know absolutely nothing about the
Right
show.
off the bat, so be careful.
All right, I'm in.
I was
I'm in.
at work, and yeah, there was all kinds of moaning that happened. I had to turn the volume down real quick.
No, I know absolutely nothing about the show. So ask me nothing I don't know.
Can you explain to Sills like the next week and 2 week thing? Or not?
Okay, so next week, so over the next week, we're all gonna watch. Well, hopefully, most of us, some of us are gonna watch a movie called Stowaway on Netflix and a movie called Enola Holmes on Netflix. Then next week we'll get together 9:30 Eastern, and we'll have a discussion about those. Yellow Jackets we'll discuss 2 weeks from now, and the reason why we do that is to give people more time
Okay.
to watch the show, because it's some shows they're hour-long episodes, they're 10-15 episodes. It
Hold on,
takes
sorry,
a
we
while
need
to
a
do it. You can't always do it in
Right.
what?
I'm checking right now. Stowaway stars Ruby Rose, Frank Grillo,
Ooh.
and Patrick Schwarzenegger. Is that correct?
How's that 2 guys on the show all about girls?
Yeah, that's probably that's
no, he's talking about the movie
right?
Stowaway.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought we were still in Yellow Jacket.
Well, it's going to
We're watching
probably
the
be
TV show Stowaway.
a B level.
No,
movie
it's
then.
it's a movie.
Okay. Well, be warned. There's 2 Stowaways here, so I'm gonna watch the one with Schwarzenegger's son.
Yeah, it's Anna Kendrick, Daniel Day Kim,
Get to the chopper. Do it now.
Get to the
Tony Collette is
Dad.
in
Is this the
That's-
2020 version?
it. 2021.
Oh, what?
All right, that's the version I'm gonna watch.
So yeah, so then we'll come back 2 weeks from now and we'll discuss for some fucking reason Yellow Jackets.
Wow.
Okay,
I love it. Ebola Holmes.
Man, this place changed a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks, bro.
I'm actually the creator.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
I did. I am
Virtually.
the creator.
No.
King.
I designed all this.
Okay, so then did you want to talk to Bill?
I think that's him. Yeah, up there.
That's Bill there?
No, well, I don't know Bill. I don't know him by the names.
Simon, if you're here talking, you're muted.
Yeah, Simon.
Yeah. So this is. Remember, we said we threw a company of V1 with a blueprint, and someone made the first first version of the walls and of the framework that we built from. This is.
I literally have no recollection of that conversation.
I do. Rude for no reason.
You almost made me shoot the guy. I give up. I hear King. I'm like, oh, great. Here we go.
To the Thursday show, like, I don't know, almost every week for the last 8 months again to show him what's been going on here because we the original design conversation.
Thursday it sucks for me. So I've been trying to get in, but I when I get to join in, nobody's here. So but yeah, no, it looks great.
Well, then I sincerely apologize for that, and thank you so much for bringing that up when we were discussing.
It looks great. You guys did a good job.
It was just so perfectly timed. I mean, it's like okay, so we're going to discuss this in 2 weeks. Hey, you guys changed this place a lot. It's like no shit.
I know. Simon was like, "This place looks like a dump. We need to change it up." So,
I'll take you to the V1 from July of last year. You'll see the evolution.
Yeah. Oh no, I've noticed the difference. It was just like I said. It was just so random. I thought somebody was from Tennessee was here.
It does sound like a troll.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I thought he was going to invite us to his brother's fucking play and his.
Yeah, usually when people, you have to understand that usually when people do that, they walk up and they throw a portal on here to some weird site.
Oh. Yeah.
And hence the skepticism.
So
I get it.
I saw
and that's it. That's true. Your name is virtually chaos, so it's like, okay, what the fuck you got?
I like the. No, you didn't.
They made up stuff.
Yeah. No, it's all good. It's just like I said. It was the placement of the. Just so random. Like, oh, this place changed
random.
a lot.
Yeah. Sorry.
It reminded. Well, it's because it reminded me of a conversation we had with my stepdaughter today. She's like, I have drawers in my room. What do you want me to do with them? And we're
That
like,
was great. It was great.
And
Come
we're
every
like-
Tuesday and do this.
we're like, what? And she goes, yeah, I've got wooden drawers in my room. What do you want me to do with them? And I'm like, what the fuck? And my wife's like, you mean the nightstand? And she goes, the thing with the two drawers. She's like, okay, so say the nightstand. She goes, but they're drawers. She's like, yeah, but it goes in a nightstand. And I was trying to explain something to her, and I almost said, if I say I need to if you look outside, you don't see you see wheels going down the street. It's like you see a car going down the street. Like you're not talking about what makes up the composition of the thing. It's you've got to talk about the thing. Because when she mentioned it, I literally pictured just fucking empty drawers lying all over her fucking room. And I'm like, well, why the fuck? And I looked at my wife, I'm like, why the fuck would she have drawers lying around her room? So it was a whole big conversation. So it was just like, but that's like I said, it was just walking in and just randomly saying it. It just made me think of the fucking conversation I had like just hours earlier. It's like just fucking utter randomness. So.
Sorry about being random.
No,
That's my life story.
it's all good. It made for some
a real moment,
funny moments. Yeah,
There's always randomness.
I just saw that you guys were on, and I'm never on this late, but I just wanted to come and check it out, and you guys have been doing a great job, man.
Virtually chaos. Wait, before you go, what celebrity death really affected you?
Celebrity death.
Yeah.
Paul Walker.
I don't know. Well, wait, no, but that's fictional or non-fictional?
Like some celebrity, like we were talking about David Bowie, somebody like that.
What's
like,
a fictional celebrity?
Well, you could have like a
Dumbledore.
Vader. Bruce Wayne.
Yoda.
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, Kevin Conroy. There you go.
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah.
Who's
all right.
He was the voice of Batman in the animated series.
Oh, yeah. I knew the name, but I couldn't remember. He must have done something for Star Trek too, so that's why I didn't think about him.
All right. Well,
can I shoot him?
No. See you guys.
Well, guys, enjoy. I'm just on my way out now. So,
all right.
Thank you very much, and sorry to interrupt.
Did you have anything else you wanted to add for the next 2 weeks or for this show or?
Try to watch Barry if you can.
Barry.
That show's really easy to digest.
What's it on?
Up. I think it's HBO or Crave or HBO Max or HBO.
Are you on it?
Crave Discovery Max. It's worth checking out. It's with Bill Hader. It's really, each episode's half an hour, so it's great.
What's it called? Crave?
Yeah.
No, it's on Crave.
In Canada, we have that.
Barry.
HBO.
No, he's asking the name of the
Barry,
show.
Yeah.
Barry. Okay. All right.
Barry like a
Gotcha.
raspberry.
So there's a show named Barry, and it may be on HBO in US, or it may not be. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
There's 4 seasons
on the Discord. The details.
So maybe Barry will do for the next show after the awesome show that is Yellow Jackets.
Heck yeah.
And we'll have to talk to Daniel and see if he'll come on the show for the Yellow Jackets episode.
Dude, the Fonz is on that show.
Hey.
I'm surprised he's still alive.
All right. Well, that's it for
remember
tonight.
the Fonz.
I know who the Fonz is.
Okay.
It's Henry
And
Winkler,
Yellow Jackets
motherfucker.
is on
And he gets
Paramount
covered
Plus,
with bees. What?
Hey.
And that's on Paramount Plus, right?
No, it's on Netflix.
Is it?
No, Yellow Jacket's not.
It's not?
Yellow Jacket is I was watching on Amazon.
Oh, maybe it's on Amazon.
Is it on Prime or you got to rent it?
Didn't
Yeah,
you
it should be
check
on
this
Prime.
earlier today?
Yeah, he asked me, and I was watching it on Prime.
Shut up. No, X is confirmed that it's available both in Canada and the US, and I know it's available in Canada because my wife watched it. So now she gets to watch it again. So that's it for today, unless you've got something to add, Dark.
Nope, nothing for me.
All right. So for those of you who don't normally come, make sure you guys are here Thursday, 8:30 Eastern. We've got our professional comedy night in the metaverse. Absolutely amazing show every week. Make sure you come back on Monday. We've got the beta show. It's our Pro-Am show where we have seasoned vets practicing new material, and we have people who have graduated from our joke club like Crow and nobody else on the theater right now who go, and it's people who are trying comedy for the first time. They go up and they do their bit and everything. Lots of fun every night. Make sure you guys are there, same time, 8:30 Eastern. Thank you guys. Have a good night.
And come to Smoke and Jay's Lounge for the after party.
Oh yeah, sorry. So you have to go to Smoke and Jay's Lounge for the after party. You can have medibles and drinks and fucking weed, and it's a great time.
Get off the stage.
Hey, my arms are working.
Fun. That was a good time.
Emmy, what
You have to come to the other shows. If you like comedy, you have to come to the other
I didn't know
shows.
how
Oh,
to
yeah.
That
Yeah,
was fun.
are you on Discord?
I am not.
Okay. Being on Discord is the easiest way to see what's going on with the different events and be able to keep track of the TV shows. There's the link right there. If you're having trouble with the, sorry, my arms are not working. If you go to the website right there, there's an easy link to the Discord.
Perfect.
So,
All right.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. Awesome.
All right.
Thank you for your help.
Hey, you're welcome. Yeah, I hope to see you Thursday.
I really thought
Y'all have a good night.
full of shit.
Night.
I
Night.
thought for sure he was full of
I was
shit.
behind the booth wall and I was like, no, but it's but he did, like I said, he did a good job at the beginning for the walls and stuff, but he made some dumb shit that I had to take over. But thank you.
I was really excited to shoot him too.
I know.
I would love to
I
see
hear
the 1.0
King, and I'm like about to
version.
turn around, and
I'll
I'm like,
take you one
Simon's
day.
there. Is he gonna stop this or not? All right.
I'll take you one day. Trip down memory lane. We'll do.
Deal.
We'll make a community event of it. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
We'll get everybody.
Yeah,
Because,
field trip.
That's a good idea, dude.
Yeah.
I think the first upgrade that I got to see in the theater was you guys just widening it, and that was the first upgrade I got to see. So,
but
I
we
haven't
didn't see all
seen
the
anything
iterations
beforehand.
before even the launch. Like we
Yeah.
took over and then made a bunch of changes and then launched it. And then even
dang.
like this room was I don't know, a tenth of the size.
She's doing the smile thing, Emmy.
There was no poster in it yet. It's been an evolution over time.
Bless you,
It's,
Damien.
we
Sneeze
had
all
to
over
expand,
Simon.
which was fun. Like
I think I saw the final build right before the first show was when Rodney brought me in the first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you'll see the original one.
But yeah, I was so ready for King to shoot him, and then you showed up like, no, he did it, he did
No,
it.
no.
I turned around and I see Simon there, and I'm like,
have
is he gonna
nothing to
stop this?
hide,
I mean,
man.
I can still do it.
No, it's fine. It's just like I said, I thought he was just so full of shit.
Well, I heard it. At first I heard it, I was like, who the fuck? Oh yeah, that is the guy. I recognize him.
Because when I looked up at the booth, I expected that King would have gotten my message, and he would have been standing there with. Isn't that what I said?
Yep.
Yeah. I thought he was going to be standing there with the sword, and then I saw you, and I saw that you were muted. I was like, "Oh, Simon has something to tell me, but he's muted and he doesn't know."
Yeah. No, I'm glad. Like I said, I tried to invite him to so many shows because I wanted to see. I wondered what he thought of like what became of this place, and we would give him like the shout out at the show if he was there, but he just never came to one of these shows.
Yeah,
and I was like, man, aren't you curious? Like when you look at the events menu, like don't you want to be like, hey, like he never came.
Is he from the States?
Randomly fucking tonight during this show. Sorry, what?
Is he from the States? Because he says he's even out this late. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he's not in like a time zone where it's crazy. Like he's not in Europe or anything. Like,
no, but for some people, this time is really late, right? If they have like a really early work day or whatever.
Yeah. It was all right working with them, but like it was we needed to take over. And then we were like, we need less control. Emmy, you got all the control of everything. We trusted us more than we trusted those guys. We trust Emmy more than we trust us.
Yeah.
So, hey. Right. Well, thanks for that was a good show. I was like, oh yeah, you've been here. Yeah, you spoken to Bill. Bill's got a surprise for you. Yeah.
Hey, Billy Blast!
Oh, I thought it made you purple. Oh well.
It's because I got one from Damien too.
Actually, you know what? When you come out for Binge Nation, I should send you one of those so you like appear on stage like this
in golden light.
figure.
We could do that next week.
Yeah.
What color am I
I
now?
guess he's the host.
Orange. Oh, it didn't take effect.
Whoa.
There it
How
is.
long am I fucking glowing for?
Forever.
Golden.
So I can't tell you how fucking happy you made my wife when you brought up peanut butter solution. Right away she goes, "Oh my god, I love that movie."
It's such a
She
weird fucking movie.
she was, oh man, she's like, "I remember watching that. I can't believe she's like," and I
It's
was like,
like you
"Wow,
forget
like
about
you
it.
really fucking like this movie." And I was
It
like,
is
"I don't think I've
burned in
ever
my
seen
brain.
it."
Yeah, it's so
It's
fucking
definitely-
grotesque in the beginning, like
Yeah.
dead
Fuck it.
homeless fuckers. Like, it's just good. It's just
It's
so bad that
definitely
it's
a
good.
bin or a big screen thing to do.
Mhm.
I'm gonna hit out and then turn off the stream.
All right, buddy.
Hey, good night.
Have a good one.
See you, Simon.
But yeah, I looked up because whatever you sent
um,
King in the chat, it wouldn't open for me. It's not available for my region.
Oh.
So I just looked it up on IMDb and I saw the trailer and it was something about when he was painting his head.
Yep.
I was like, wait a second. This fucking looks familiar, but I couldn't place anything else. So I don't know if I saw that when I was a kid. I was like, fuck that. I'm out. This
Apparently, it's
motherfucker's